Okay, so if you guys are like me, or you're around my age, when you were a kid, you may or may not had what they call the tiny tinsel tree. Well, not the tiny one. They actually had Christmas trees that were silver, and that were made, some were made of aluminum, and it was all like a chrome tinsel-y kind of tree, and they actually had a little wheel that would rotate, and as the little glass plate rotated, the light would shine yellow, then blue, then green, then red. It's kind of like what they have now with the little fiber optic stuff, but this was back in the day, and those things used to get red hot. And I always wanted to get one of those trees just because I remember laying on the floor looking at it, just amazed how the colors would change on it. Those things are so expensive, guys. When I had seen this, I got this off Amazon, and I was like, well, I can explain to you guys what I'm talking about because I'm never going to be able to afford to get the real one, just because they're so expensive now. This is the teeny tiny tinsel tree, and it's got the rotating colored light, which is really, really cool. So this was RP Minis, and I think I've shown you this before. I think I've shown you the Daleks, the Enterprise. I think I showed you the TARDIS. I don't know if it's from the same company or not. But this is Running Press. I think the Running Press was the little Enterprise that I had shown you guys. And this was the O Tinsel Tree. O Tinsel Tree. This space-saving version of the beloved aluminum tree is a perfect dose of Christmas nostalgia. Included inside, we got a 4-foot aluminum tree, excuse me, a 4-inch aluminum tree, a wind-up rotating color wheel, spotlight to illuminate the tree's metallic branches, a 25-inch strand of red beads to decorate your tree, 32-page mini Christmas countdown guide. And this is not intended for children. You can see with the tree and the color wheel. Let's see, a little bit of information on the bottom. The IBSN number is 97807626234-6. And this is Running Press, Hatchet Book Group. Let's see, is there a release date? So I think this is from 2023, May of 2023, I think. All right, let's go ahead and open it up. And you see the same thing on the top as on the side. So let's check it out. Let's see if this is going to be nostalgia, fun. I mean, I think I paid like $9 on Amazon with free shipping. It really wasn't that expensive, but a nice little piece of nostalgia. And uh-oh, look at that. Love this. Check it out. You got the wheel. Oh, the tree looks a little flat. Let's see, we have product information, we have the book, and lastly we have what I'll call the garland. Alright. So that's everything that's in the box. Let's put the box aside for now. We'll use this as a little backdrop. Okay, so let's check out the instructions. And this is the product information. We have to operate the spotlight, turn on the switch and rotate the color wheel clockwise until the tension, then release because it's a wind-up thing. Unscrew to remove the battery door to replace the battery. Keep batteries out of reach of children. Alright, so it's pretty basic. product safety, keep batteries out of reach of children, and company information. Okay, so that's pretty basic. Let's check out the book. A Teeny Tiny Christmas Countdown. Oh wow, it's actually got pages. Okay. A Teeny Tiny Christmas Countdown, Running Press, Philadelphia. Your best Christmas ever. 12 days of Christmas? Get real. Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year, and you're going to try to squeeze it into 12 days? No way. If you want to do Christmas right, you need to follow a plan that goes beyond the couplers, geese, and some leaping lords. Housed in this book's tiny pages is your definitive guide to celebrating Christmas like it deserves. Be celebrated all month long. Consider this your play-by-play game plan for positively perfect holiday. The countdown starts on the day after Thanksgiving, but feel free to start earlier if you feel extra festive. Like my wife and I are ready to put our tree up after Halloween. This provides inspiration, tips, and step-by-step instructions for completing all your holiday tasks by the big day. Feel free to skip ahead or do all things out of order. It's your holiday. For St. Nick's sake. Let's see. And don't get overwhelmed. It's just like they always say, a tinsel tree is decorated one tinsel at a time. You can do this. Pour yourself a glass of eggnog, whiskey optional, or cutty sock, and fa la la, let's go. The day after Thanksgiving, the leftover turkey is in a Tupperware, your family is gone, the sweatpants are all fit you right now. Before cozying up on your couch for a marathon of movies and snoozing, let's just cross a few things off to-do list before Christmas, shall we? This is Draw Names. Now is the time to make the call. Secret Santa, Pollyanna, White Elephant, gifts for everyone. Who do you think you are, Santa? Our advice, call your sister and explain why you're getting crocheted socks every year. Maybe it's time to waste not, want not, and throw all the cousins and all the aunts and uncles and the brothers and sisters' name into a hat and pick a name so everybody only has to get one present this year. That's pretty smart. Then you got to make your holiday cards. Head to your local art supply store, buy a couple of rubber stamps, snowflakes, Christmas trees, whatever you like, some ink, some cardstock. Cut and fold the paper into small cards and throw a stamp on the front. Do this while you watch TV. It's super easy. It'll make you feel like a kid again. We usually get ours, like the Hallmark cards. Get out your decorations. This one is easy. You don't even have to actually decorate. Be advised that if you do a chore getting your decorations out from whatever they've been living in for the past 11 months, the basement, various junk drawers, or the back of your closet, get them out, inspect them, make sure no family of mice found their way into the bags, and check your ornament box is fully intact, ornaments and not hundreds of shards of broken glass. That's it. Your day after Thanksgiving list is done. Take a breath, nap, make a few leftover Thanksgiving food Sammys, and enjoy the last few days of November. December is right around the corner, and it's about to get real. Okay, 3 weeks out. This is about where we are right now, give or take a few days. Okay, no messing around. It's time to get the lights up and the wreaths hung. Do it now. Avoid the dreadful what's the point in putting up Christmas decorations next week debacle. Put on Christmas music, make some hot toddies, and get it done. It's impossible to avoid the holiday spirit when you're surrounded by tinsel and glitter. That is true. So pick out a tree. Personally, we have an artificial tree that my wife and I had gotten when we were first together, and I love trees, and I personally don't have the heart to kill one just for Christmas. Pick out a tree, whether you're a pack a thermometer of hot chocolate, put on your snow boots, and go out hunting for the perfect tree. You cut it, place a kind of tree shopper, or walk to a tree corner lot and pick the one that's already cut and ready to throw on the top of the car. Am I a kind of person, or my tree lives in a box in my basement? Kind of gal? You're going to have to make some choices about what kind of tree you want to display. Here's a quick rundown on your options. We got the Charlie Brown tree. The tree is perfect for decorating. They may look a little sad when you first get them into your home, but there is much space for adding flair, bulbs, lights, garland, ornaments, you name it. there's room for it to shine. The big, fat, full tree. The big, fat, full tree is already so beautiful, so green, you're just sprucing it up. The cool thing about these trees is that sometimes you don't even have to hang things. The tree is full and fat enough where you can sort of just stuff an ornament, a decoration into the branches, and it'll stick there. Try hiding things for a fun holiday game. Then we come to our tree, the artificial tree. And we have two, by the way. We have one that's in the living room, and I have the Truckmas tree that's up in the bedroom. Artificial trees, a real object of debate. Some folks would never dream of putting up an artificial tree. I suppose these folks really like constantly having to water a huge dying plant in the living room, sweeping up needles every couple of days. Other folks love the convenience of the AT do what feels right. And we got the tinsel tree, the one that we come full circle to this one. Popular in the 1960s, the aluminum Christmas trees were the epiphany of Christmas, festivity, and mid-century modernism. And the shiny, festive trees are gaining popularity once more, and you can easily find them at thrift stores. Yeah, this is not true, because the craze now and trying to look for them on eBay, they're just like crazy money. They're a perfect alternative to the classic AT, and really show the world you don't play by the dang rules. And then finally we have what we have here today, the teeny tiny tinsel tree. Crunched in time, space, or both, never fear, the tiny tinsel tree housed in this box has so much heart, so much spirit. It is perfectly acceptable to use as one of your only Christmas tree of the year. Plop it on your mantle, side table, desk, or any shelf, pointing, rotating the color light so its shiny branches and dress-up provided red beads. Glorious. No one will miss the full-size tree. Promise. Begin Christmas diet. Forget bikini body diet. It's time to get Christmas cookie ready. How do you ask? Simple. Start upping your intake of sugar, butter, and carbs now. Usually you have a smoothie. Let's see. You have a smoothie for breakfast? That's nice. Time to switch to donuts. A green salad for lunch? Fine, but no lunch is complete without 1 or 2 cookies to cleanse the palate. Your afternoon Americano? Go ahead and start ordering a peppermint latte. Trust me, you're just being proactive. You've got to get ready for the absurd amount of sugar and carbs you're going to enjoy in the next month. Diet starts today. I believe in you. Then we have 2 weeks out, so we got to get wrapping. It's time to start wrapping all the amazing gifts you've handed out the year. Did you use your stash of paper get damaged or used up last year? Well, here's a new idea. Buy some brown craft paper, wrap your gifts in it, and go crazy with those stamps you bought to make the one-of-a-kind holiday cards. That's a good idea. Wrap as you would buy, and you'll be sitting up pretty Christmas morning, and your gifts will be too. So now we're down to 1 week out. Attend the office Christmas party. Work holiday parties. They're nothing too boozy or not too boozy enough. Too early in the day or so late that you feel like you're working longer than you would if you weren't at a party. Don't even get me started on the dreaded weekend work party. Boring or just plain awkward, there's no getting around them, so here's a short helpful list of office party do's and don'ts. So the do? Bring a small gift for your direct supervisor. How about a monogram mug for a fancy tin of tea? Don't drink any sort of holiday punch or cocktail. Okay, so here it is. One of the don't is don't drink any sort of holiday punch or cocktail made with more than one type of alcohol. You'll thank me later. A do? Have another engagement that you can't miss so you can have an early exit plan. Let the office holiday happy hour turn into karaoke and shots with these people who have to see the next morning. Don't, under any circumstances, partake in said karaoke. Just don't. Do try to have fun. Be thankful for your coworkers, and in fact, the holiday break is just around the corner. And now we're up to 3 days before Christmas. Make cookies. Set aside a day to bake up a storm. Pick 3 of your favorite recipes, whip up a triple batch of each, and divvy them out into the paper plates. Wrap in cellophane or a piece of cloth tied with a ribbon, and voila, Hostess gifts on hand for all those parties you're surely to go to for your festive thing. Christmas Eve now, do nothing. This is your only task of the day before the big day. Just sit around, go see a movie, watch the snowfall, eat some of those cookies you worked so hard on. Tempted to the mail last-minute gift? Not this year. Today you do nothing. Or another option on Christmas Eve is to go caroling. Nothing will get you in a festive spirit faster than singing Christmas songs with your friends and family. Best of all, you're singing in a group. And to strangers, no one cares if you can sing or not. They're just happy you're out there spreading Christmas joy. Make sure you bring plenty of printout lyrics so folks can join you along the way. And they will. Who can resist traveling group of carolers? Pack a thermos of hot chocolate, and surely you'll win the award for MVC, Most Valuable Caroler. Make breakfast ahead. Take the time on Christmas Eve to make breakfast so you don't have to do anything Christmas morning except hit the preheat button on your oven. Strata is a super simple cut-up loaf of bread. And put in a casserole dish, pour a creamy egg milk mixture over the bread, and in some toppings, spinach, bacon, cheese, red, and green peppers. Cover the dish and set in the fridge overnight. Throw it in the oven the next morning before the gift givers begin. And you'll have a hot, delicious breakfast ready for the time you're done opening presents. You're such a smart elf. Okay, the wee hours of the morning. For the most part, you follow the guide and you feel pepped, relaxed, and ready to enjoy Christmas with your family and friends, right? But we're all human, and we find ourselves in this position every once in a while. The back of your closet has been stacked with bags and boxes, and you kept saying you'd get to, but got pulled away. By the cookie baking, Christmas tree decorating, the caroling, it's fine. Have a cup of coffee. Throw on White Christmas or It's a Wonderful Life and do what you need to do. Enjoy the quiet night before Christmas because, let's face it, it's basically a tradition at this point. So, we did it. We're at Christmas. You made it. Breakfast is warming up. Your adorable handmade wrapping paper is ripped, crumpled heaps around the living room. Teeny tiny tinsel tree is glowing from its perch above a roaring fire, and there are batteries to be found and socks to be tried on. Good work. Only thing left to do now is sit back and enjoy. Merry Christmas. So the day after Christmas, start thinking about next year's Christmas. There's only 364 days left. This book has been bound using handcraft methods and Smith sewn to ensure durability. The box and the interior were designed by Ashley Todd. The text was written by Molly Thomas. So this is a cute little novelty. Let the countdown begin. So this is the teeny tiny Christmas countdown. So this is a pretty neat little book. Okay, so I think we're ready to put our tree together. Product has functional sharp points. Handle with care. You don't want to get stabbed by our Christmas tree. All right, let's see what this little guy looks like. Because it's pretty flat. Would you guys guess that this is a Christmas tree? All right, how am I going to turn this into a tree? So I guess we're supposed to just pull the branches and fluff them out. Okay. I don't see a base for the tree unless that's in this one. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So we got the little base for the tree and we have the little light. We'll get to that in a minute. So I gotta figure out which one is the top. And I think this is the bottom. So that would make this little piece up here. Yeah. I think I got all the branches pulled out so they're nice and straight and filling in the little gaps. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this little area right here, this little thing that's going to go into this section. So, final little filling in. Try to get all those little gaps filled with a branch. Make sure that they're all, none of them are flat anymore. Yeah, that looks good. Make sure it's in the base. Ready to go. Here we are. Here. So now what we got to do, we'll put the garland on. The garland is in the little bag. Let's see, is this gonna... So it doesn't look like it goes on anyway or clips into place. So we're just gonna kind of put it on the tree. So we're gonna start here. All right. Let's try something different. We'll do it this way. Here we are. So we got our little tree. Okay, this is all set up. So we'll put the little guy over there, and we got the pretty cool little wheel. So let's rotate it. I don't want to over tighten it. You see when you let it go? We have the wheel rotate, and then we put the light on. Now it's going to go on the tree. And wow, it actually does have a little effect. Let me put the lights out. That's pretty cool. And it just ran out. But that is cool. I love it. Like I said, I'll never be able to afford the real thing, but I love how it does the same thing. All right, you see how it's kind of reflecting all over the place? Love it. That was a tiny tinsel tree. And I think what we're going to do is for the rest of the Christmas season, when I do my intros, we'll put this little guy on the table. And for the rest of the intros for the Christmas season this year, we'll use him. And we'll put him on the table with the Enterprise and the D7 battle cruiser. And we'll do all of the intros with him. And we'll have the lighted little wheel. So this is pretty fun. It actually does the effect quite nicely. So my friends, I hope this little video of nostalgia made you smile. And until my next little Christmas video, my friends, I'll talk to you soon.